Hello, Clark here with another Clark speech. In this Clark speech, I wanted to talk about the temptation of Jesus and how one thing Satan says can understand how he works. So, Jesus fasts for 40 days and 40 nights, and the tempter comes to him and says, "If you are the Son of God, command these stones to become bread." And he says, "Man shall not live by bread alone, or it is written," Jesus said, "Man shall not live by bread alone, but by every word that proceedeth out of the mouth of God." Then according to Matthew and Luke, these are reversed, but Matthew says, then he takes him to a pinnacle of a temple and says, "Throw yourself down, for it is written, he shall give his angels charge over thee, to keep thee in all thy ways. In their hands they shall bear thee up, lest at any time they dash thy foot against a stone." And Jesus said, "It is also said, you shall not tempt the Lord your God." So then the tempter, Satan, brings Jesus to the kingdoms of the world and all the powers of them and says, "All this do I own, and I give to whoever I desire. Fall down and worship me, and all will be thine." Then Jesus said, "Get thee hence, Satan, for you shall worship the Lord your God, and him only shalt thou serve." I wanted to show people by this Matthew 4 that not only did Jesus resist all the devil's attempts to make him sin, but Satan owns this world. Okay? You ever wonder why you go through suffering? Satan owns the world. You ever wonder why people hate you that aren't Christ followers? Because Satan owns the world. And all these concerts we see, that's just Satan worship. All these digital concerts and everything else is just Satan worship. And like I said, is sad because he really isn't that great. I mean, he owns this world for a limited amount of time, and then he's going to be thrown into the lake of fire, which burns forever and ever, according to Revelation 14:12-9. So the long story short is that he comes up to Jesus and shows him everything in the world. Imagine this final desperate plea of Satan the devil to show Jesus all the world in its fullness. The cell phones he showed him, the pornography industry he showed him, the government leaders he showed him, you name it that's worldly and of worldliness, he showed it to him. And Jesus simply said, "It is written, you shall worship the Lord your God, and him only shalt thou serve." Exodus 21, which says, "I am the Lord your God, which brought you out of the land of Egypt. You shall have no other gods before me." So that's all I'm really going to say. But the point is proven true that this kingdom we're living in, earth right now, earth is the devil's. And that's why so many people suffer that are Christians. That's why in other countries you could be imprisoned for Christianity because we don't have democracy. That's why all these things are happening because Satan owns the world and owns it above him. But as you can see, there's one name the devils fear. It's Jesus. There's one name that demons tremble and the whole kingdom of hell gets thrown over: Jesus. And there's a reason why, because Matthew 28:18 says, "All power is given unto me in heaven and in earth. Go ye therefore, baptizing in the name of the Father, Son, and Holy Spirit." That's all I'm going to say. God bless you. See you later.